Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a really wonderful day. So welcome to Pilates Mat. It's going to be a little bit of everything today. One of the toys we are definitely going to play with is the loop. If you happen to have a loop, if you could use that. Although if not, you can grab a stretch band and tie it. That absolutely works well as well. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and use our loop right away. You're going to place it right above where your wristwatch would be if you're wearing one. Go ahead and reach your arms forward. You're going to turn your palms so that your palms are facing away. So a little itch. We're going to warm up by pressing out a little bit against the strap, and then we're going to squat and stand up. 1, and squat and stand up. 2, and 3, and 4, already heating up, and 5, you don't have to press really hard or wide. 6, and 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last 1, 10, excellent. Now you're going to put that strap carefully around your ankles. Go ahead and press out wide again, having the strap between your ankles. This time we're going to do a double bounce pulse. So it's going to be a pulse, pulse, stand. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Feel the heat. So consistently pressing and stand. And 5 more, pulse, stand. 4 more, pulse, pulse, stand. 3 more. 2 more, last 1, and stand. Great. So just a little warm up here. Perfect. Now we're going to take it into a side bend. So you're going to go ahead and take your right hand, slide it down the side of your thigh. If you can, bring your legs together. Left arm up, side bending over. Pulling up to the pelvic floor and core. Noticing we're getting our big muscle groups activated this morning first. Side bend, reaching your left hand down as low as you can while lifting and reaching your right arm up. And again, kind of a windmill here. Inhale up. Feel your balance. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last 1. Last time, last side. And excellent. Perfect. We're going to let that go. Come down onto all fours. The way we're going to make our way down is through a roll down. So take a moment to inhale, reach your arms straight up to the sky. As you exhale, circle the arms around, but swan dive. So curl your head down, not swan dive. Curl your head down, lifting up to the pelvic floor and core, and then rolling down 1 vertebra at a time. Lock yourself out into plank position. Come down on your knees. Sit back in child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Little push up. Press up. Sit back, child's pose. Again, big muscle group warm up. Arms, shoulders, core. And forward. Inhale, exhale, push up. 4 more. Good. 3 more. Stay in the moment, stay focused right here. 2 more. Press into those palms. And last 1, bend, press. This time, make your way up into Pilates inverted V. And let's go right into walking in place here. Keep reaching and lengthening, lifting up through the pelvic floor and core, so that you can already feel the hollow of the abdomen as the muscles of the core really connect into your deepest center. So all the excess kind of falls away and it miraculously comes into your body. 2 more. There's a reflex when you're upside down that your body has to pull your organs and your tissue in. So here we are upside down and you can feel your abdominals pulling in and then come down. Okay, so we're going to kind of make our way with that theory and thought. Keep your elbows down, arms and forearms are parallel. Inhale to prepare in this position. Keep your knees directly under hips. As you exhale, I want you to pull up through those kittens, lifting through the pelvic floor and core. You can either draw the tops of your feet down or tuck your toes, it doesn't matter. Inhale, release the abdominals. Exhale, pull the kittens in. But notice I'm not rounding my spine, I'm keeping my spine neutral for 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale, closing pelvic floor, pulling up through those deep abdominals, really capitalizing on that upside down sensation. One more time. Inhale, release your core. Exhale, close the pelvic floor. Feel the abdominals pulling in. Use that exhale to really enhance your abdominal power and strength. And now round your spine into your deep cat by pushing into your elbows, pressing into the tops of the feet, and feel that tight, tight, tight curl. Inhale, lengthen out to neutral. Exhale, curl the tail round through the spine. Press through those elbows and round. Can you pull in through the pelvic floor and deep abdominals? Inhale, lengthen back through neutral. Exhale, pelvic floor, co-contract. Press down through the tops of your feet and shins, down through your knees, down through your elbows, while pulling in and up with a deep core. Pull in those kittens. Good. Inhale, bring it down. Last one. Exhale, hollow scoop and curl, curl, curl. Good. Really press down into the tops of those feet and shins. Press into those elbows and sit back. Isn't that amazing? Really, really concentrated core connection here. Excellent. And then go ahead and lie back. So we're going to slow down time a little bit. Grab the ball. We're going to do our pelvic tilt series. One of the things I've been really sensitive to recently, I think, is my daughter is getting ready to graduate high school and my son is home and summer is coming, is how little control of time I have. And I know that, right? However, this idea of just feeling out of control, and when I think I have that sense of out of control, sometimes it's in relationship to time. So one of the things I've really been practicing is not living in anticipation or in the past. So not the future or the past, but really staying in the present. So we're going to play with that feeling together. Inhaling here in this moment. Imagine your hourglass that's just turned itself where the sand was already all the way at the bottom of the chamber, and we just flipped that hourglass over. So now all the sand is at the top chamber and it's pouring down. And as it's pouring down, feel the melting of your pelvis and spine into the ball. Feel the melting of your shoulder girdle and your ribs. And breathe in here. And as you breathe out, can you feel even more release? Where are you holding tension? Where are you holding any sort of resistance away from the ground? And just keep letting go. 2 more breaths here. Really present in this moment right now. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, you're going to close your pelvic floor, pull deeply in and up with your abdominals as you exhale. Now we're going to curl. Can you still stay just as present? Inhale back through neutral. Exhale and arch. Inhale back through neutral. Exhale and curl. Neutral and arch. Neutral and curl. 4 more. Arch. So we're purposefully slowing time down. 3 more. So we can really put attention on the pelvic floor and deep core, letting everything else fall away. Last one. Arch and curl and come back to center. Perfect. Now we're going to tip the pelvis to the right, center, left. Again, can you just stay right in this moment right now, feeling the weight heavy into that right butt cheek, then back across the middle, then heavy to the left, and just keep going side to side. I know this is something we practice very regularly, but just like scales, if you're playing an instrument, we're tuning our instrument, warming up the pelvis and the legs, the lower back, the hips. All of this is getting tuned up, believe it or not, as we're doing this simple motion. One more. Okay, now we're going to go around in a circle. So pause in here, inhale, exhale, curl the pubic bone towards your head, roll to the right, down to your tail, over to the left, and curl. And just keep going around in a circle like this. Curl, right, down, left, curl, right, down, left, and curl. And come back to center, pause in the middle. Inhaling here, exhale, curl your pubic bone towards your head, and then go left, down, right, curl, left, down, right. This is it. Curl, one more, left, down, right, curl. Fantastic. And then come all the way up off of the ball, roll on down. All right. So we're going to grab that green strap again. Grab my strap. You're going to put the strap around your kind of ankle area, right? So I've got it right at my ankles there, and I'm pulling wide on purpose. Go ahead and place your hands at the base of your skull. We're going to not bring in, because we don't want to lose attention. We're going to do the right side pulsing 10 times, right leg pulling out 10, 9, 8. So lying down with your hands like this makes your back want to arch. So I want you to make sure those ribs are anchoring back. 3 more, 3. You're just moving the right leg. 2, 1. Okay, now hold that right leg wide and pull on the left leg. 1, 2. So if you see me from the front, I'm just keeping my left leg stable and just moving my right leg. Can you see that? So that's all we're doing. We're doing 5 more on that left side. You ready? 5, 4, 3. We're going to do both in a moment. 2, 1. Good job. Now both are going to pull wide. Inhale, exhale, nod your head, curl up. Here we go. We're going to press forward and bring it in. 1. Co-contract, zip up through the core. 2. And so it's like a squat, but I'm not really squatting. I'm really using my core to stabilize my spine as my legs are reaching. 5 and 6, zipping up through the pelvic floor and core. 7 and keep wide. 8 and 2 more. 9, last one. 10, awesome, and bring that in and rest a moment. Now you're going to put the strap above your knees, just above your knees. You're going to take your ball. If you don't have a ball, you can use your yoga block and put it between your inner ankles. So that I've got my inner ankles squeezing into the ball while my knees are pressing out. I know this feels kind of wild and crazy. So shins and feet in, knees and thighs turning out. Everything is working. So it's kind of an isometric because one isn't going to overpower the other. I want equal out to equal in, if that makes sense. Really squeezing in and pressing out at the same time. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, curl up. 1, lie back, thighs out, shins in. 2, and really squeeze that ball. 3, feel that in your deep hips and inner thighs. 4, that's the idea. Can you pull out through the pelvic floor and core? 5. I'm in a neutral pelvis in case you're wondering. 6, so I'm not mushing the blueberry. 7 and 8. 2 more. 9. Last one, really pulling in and up with that pelvic floor and core. 10. Good. Head down, feet down, but keep the ball between your inner ankles. Keep pushing the soles of the feet down and pull wide with your strap. So knees are now pulsing out, wide in, wide in, wide. So I'm really squeezing my inner ankles into the ball. So if you're watching I'm in this position here, and then my feet are staying in, and I'm opening and closing. You see that? Good. Feel the work in those deep outer hips. Keep going. 5 more like this. 5 and 4, and keep squeezing those ankles in. 3 and 2. You got it. Last 1. Amazing. Bring that in and let it go. So you're going to take the strap off of your hand or off of your leg, place it back in between your arms there. Right, not in between, right at the wristwatch area. Okay, now your palms are going to keep facing each other as you pull your arms apart here. Keep squeezing that block. That ball. That might be a yoga block. So here we go. I'm going to press down into my feet, curl up my pelvis, bridge up, and then I'm going to float my arms overhead. Now, some of you, your shoulders are really tight, so to all the way get those thumbs overhead might be really challenging. Only go as far as you're comfortable. Inhale, exhale, return those arms back up, and then roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Keep squeezing that ball. Inhale, exhale, pull the arms wide, bridge up. Good. Keep the feet flat, keep squeezing that ball. Float those arms overhead, melt the shoulders down, thumbs touch. Inhale, exhale, thumbs return back up, and then rolling down. We're going to do 3 more like that. So arms are getting a little workout here too. Relax the arms for a moment. Inhale, exhale. As you pull the arms wide against the strap, you're squeezing your inner ankles and inner thighs into the ball. Push down into your feet. Curl up. Float those arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, return those arms back up. And roll back down. 2 more. Release your arms for a moment. Inhale. They should be starting to get tired. Exhale. Pull the arms out. Squeeze the ball or block. Curl up the pubic bone. Reach the thumbs overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your pinkies all the way back up to the sky. Hands, fingertips facing the sky. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Last time. Release your arms for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, pull your arms away, squeeze that ball, curl up, float those arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, shoulders and shoulder blades participate, and then roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Amazing. Let that go. That was a lot for the arms, wasn't it? I thought we were bridging. Okay, so now you're on the outer edges of your feet. Okay, we're going to play around with this bridge position. You're bringing your inner feet together. The outer edges are pushing into the mat. I'm all the way on that razor's edge, and I'm pressing up and down and pressing up 2 and down. So I'm really squeezing, activating my glutes. I want to warm up for some of the muscle exercises we're going to do for those outer hips. 5 and pelvic floor, deep abdominal. 6, 7, and making room in the front of the pelvis as we activate the back of the pelvis. 8, 9, and 10, and come on down. Nicely done. All right, so we're going to take a pause for the legs for the moment. Place the ball behind the bra strap. So now we're going to go right into our core sequence. A lot of props to help activate our muscles and kind of get our alignment today. So reach those elbows to the sky, close the thighs, squeeze the legs together. On your inhalation, you're going to stretch back over the ball. Exhale, push into the ball as you curl forward. Good. 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to initiate from your pelvic floor and deep abdominals, and then curl. 3 more. Try to keep your pelvis stable as well. It's not going to tuck. So the curl I'm referring to is in your rib cage, not the pelvis. So the pelvis holds its neutral. And 2 more. Inhaling back. Exhale. Press into the ball. Hold that neutral pelvis. And last one. Inhale back. Exhale. pelvic floor, deep abdominals, and curl forward. Excellent. So it should have definitely been a nice little warm up for the obliques. Now we're going down to the bottom of the rib cage. We were up at kind of that heart rate monitor bra strap area. Now we're at the bottom of the rib cage, not quite behind your belly button. You're a little bit above that. Right behind our belly button is going to be our last location. So saving the best for last, just being prepared. Now here too, I don't want you arching and I don't want you tucking. You're in a neutral pelvic position and your core is working, zipping up through the pelvic floor and deep abdominals. We're going to inhale, go back. As you exhale, right where the ball is pressing into your rib cage, that's where I want you putting a lot of your core's imprinting while pulling up to the pelvic floor in the front. Inhale, going back. Exhale, initiate, close the elevator doors, pull in those kittens. 2, remember to not tuck. Inhale, but keep your pelvis in neutral. 3, this should feel good and challenging. Inhaling back. Exhale. 4, last one. Inhale to go back. Exhale. 5, excellent, and come all the way up. Okay, now we're going to place the ball at the small of our back. So already starting fired up and engaged. This is a really challenging variation. If it's too challenging and all you're feeling is the pressure in your low back, you're going to go ahead and put your hands behind you and you're going to do a little bit of pulses this way. So I'm using my hands as a little bit of a prop, but really emphasizing my back, pushing back against the ball. So now I am curling my back. Otherwise, your hands are in front, you're pulling up through the pelvic floor and core. We're going to inhale, go back, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, kittens in, press back against the ball and curl forward. 1. We've got 4 more to go. This is really concentrated here. Curl forward. 2. Inhaling back. Exhale. 3. Inhale back. Eyes to the sky. Keep your back pressing into the ball. 4. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Oh my gosh. Never gets too easy, right? Okay. Now you're going to go ahead and put the strap back around your ankles. We're going to flip around and do a lovely plank variation. So if you have knee issues, I'm going to encourage your strap to be a little higher up. So it's going to be closer to the mid shin, mid calf as we step side and side. Okay, if you don't have knee issues, I'm going to recommend that you keep the strap down close to your ankles. Okay, you're in your position. You're welcome to be either on your hands or on your forearms and elbows. We're going to do control front with a little side kick. So feet are directly under, feet are behind you as you pop up on your knees, pulling up to the pelvic floor and core. Here we go. You're going to spread those legs out wide a little bit. We're going to tap the right foot out to the right off the mat and bring it back. And then left foot off the mat and bring it back. Right foot out, left foot, right side, left side. 3 more each side. Really press your arms into the mat. 2 more each side. Out and out. Last one each side. Side and bring it down and sit back. How was that? How was that for your knees? Do you need to be with the straps closer up to your knees, not down at your ankles? So make adjustments as needed. Or did you surprise yourself and you feel like you can do the variation where the strap is around your ankles? So give it a try. Okay, now we're going to do the traditional control front. So we're going to take our left leg, we're going to pulse, pulse, bring it down. Then the right leg, pulse, pulse, bring it down. And the left. Right. Left. Right. Left. So notice I'm not moving my spine as I'm alternating. 4 more each. 3 more each. Pulse, pulse, down, change, pulse, pulse, down. 2 more, pulse, pulse, down. Last time each side, pulse, pulse, down, pulse, pulse, down. That was a lot. You did amazing. Sit back, nicely done. Okay, now we're going to move the strap higher up, just above the knees. You should have hopefully felt that last exercise challenging. Challenging also for the leg that was down, that was stabilizing, not just challenging for the leg that was pulsing, right? Okay, so if you would like, you're welcome to be down on your forearms. That is a-okay. If you're feeling like you want to keep challenging your wrists, you're welcome to do that. We're going to take our left leg out to the left and bring it so that the knee just barely brushes the floor, opening that left leg out. 2, 3. So I'm not moving my hips. I'm just opening my leg out. 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to reach our right arm forward, left leg pulsing out. 1, 2, working our balance. 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Bring that down. We're going to do the other side. So adding that one arm reach really turns on the core because your stabilizers have to work. So it's helping us with not only our stability, but also balance. So here we go. We've got our right and left forearm firmly planted onto the ground, right and left knee on the mat. I'm going to take my right leg and I'm pulling it out to the right and bringing it in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, turning on that stabilizer, left arm forward, not touching the floor. It's just hovering above the ground. 2, 3, yes to challenge. 4, last one. 5. Whoa, bring that in and down. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to get ready for a little Pilates abdominal series. Then we're going to go back to some arms and some legs. So hold, actually not hold on, but just reach forward, curl the pelvis under and roll back. Good old Pilates series. Hug those knees into your chest. Take a moment here to breathe in. Think of that hourglass that's just been turned over again. All the sand sifting to the back of the mat. Pause on the inhalation. As you exhale, close the pelvic floor, deep abdominals, nod your head and curl up as if you're going to bring your eyes to your knees so the eye sockets fit those kneecaps perfectly. You're going to keep this tight ball using your core as you pull that right leg in. Reach to both ankle bones, right and left hand, or take your hands to the base of the skull and change. And change. You got it. 4 more each. 4. And can you zip up to the pelvic floor and core? 3. And still neutral with the spine. 2. And last 1. Good job. Hug those knees into the chest. Lie back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale and keep your pelvis and spine neutral. Nod your head. Curl up. Eyes to knees, knees to eyes. Now I'm going to take my legs straight up to the ceiling, but I'm still feeling that curl. Go ahead and interlace your fingers at the base of the skull. Left leg pulses towards you 2 times and change right leg. So that exhale isn't just meant to be pretty. It's really a powerful explosion of your core's contraction. 2 more. Last one. Last time, last side. Good job. Hug those knees in. Eyes to knees, knees to eyes, and lie back down. Inhaling here. Exhale. Feel the groundedness of those sand grains. Each one, grain by grain, pouring into the mat. Now we're going to go for flat back. Okay, so you're going to purposefully imprint the area right behind your belly button, not just imprinting your sacrum. So as I nod my head and curl up, immediately I feel right behind my navel center pressing into the mat. I'm going to reach both arms and legs away. So legs and arms can reach for the ceiling, or they can reach away from each other. Circle Reach for my ankle bones and curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, reach around. This is called double leg stretch. Inhale, the stronger your core, the more you are lowering your legs and keeping your back flat to the mat. That feels really impossible. 4 more, but it is very doable. Curl, 3 more. Stay with your navel center pressing backwards. Pull those kittens in, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, all the way, curl, curl, curl. Last one, inhale, exhale, curl, and bring it down. Whew, that was really, really good. Okay, we're gonna turn to our to our right side. Lie on your right side. Okay, all the way down on that right side. Make sure your legs are slightly forward so that your spine is in a straight line, but your legs are slightly forward. We're gonna take our top leg. It's just gonna be in hip height. Now my top leg is back in line with my hips, and my bottom leg is forward. Here I go. I'm just lifting my top leg up and down, not moving my hips at all. 2, 3, 4, staying really present in the moment. 5, 6, feeling the strength. 7 and 8. Fantastic. Now I'm going to keep the leg at hip height, and I'm going to take my leg forward, and I'm going to pulse, pulse, sustaining my power with my lateral hip, forward, forward, and back, back, and inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Five more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 4 more. Inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Okay, now I'm going to bring my legs slightly forward, and I'm going to do little circles, trying not to move my hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Why are these so challenging? 2, 1. Other way, and gravity is my weight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing it all the way in. Really good. Okay, so we're going to come up. We're going to do the variation where we lift, reach everything, and bring everything back down. So we're connecting through the shoulder girdle. We're connecting to our outer hips and buttocks. We've just been warming this area up. So now we're putting it to use in this reaching, explosive, powerful reach and stretch. You ready? So inhale. You can do even a little rib cage dip. As you exhale, move your ribs the exact opposite way. Reach and bring everything down. Inhale, exhale, and reach. 2, and arm goes overhead, leg goes to the sky. 3, and like you're doing a side kick. 4, and 5. 5 more. 6, lift up to the pelvic floor and core. 7 and 8. 2 more. We got this. 9. Notice both hips are working. Last one. 10, and bring it down. Awesome. Let's go ahead and lie back on our back. You're going to put your top ankle, so that was your left ankle, on top of your right knee, and stretch that outer left hip and buttock. Really feeling the opening, or perhaps what you're feeling is the lack of opening, but you're putting attention. Your moment that you're paying attention to right now is the sensation of that left outer butt cheek and the muscles around the hips, the thigh bone that connects into the hip cup. One more breath here. Okay, go ahead and plant your right foot down. Keep your left foot where you've got it. You can open your arms out to a little bit of a letter T. We're going to rock our hips over to our right. So you'll feel kind of a nice stretch on that outer left hip, as if you're going to touch your left foot onto the floor. Inhale here. Now to return, use your pelvic floor and core and return your pelvis back. So notice I didn't say move your knees back up, but I was really referencing the pelvis. So we're going to twist to our right. Inhale. Exhale. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Return you back to center. Let's do 4 more like that. Inhale. This is a great core connector and strengthener. Feeling all the depth of contact of those muscles. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Activate pelvic floor, perineum lifting. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And return. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do the same sequence on the other side. Ready? So first lying on our right side, left side. My gosh, my right and left. I think you guys know me by now. Okay, so my legs are in a slight forward direction. I'm bringing my top leg in alignment with my hip. Okay, here I go. I'm just going to go up and down. So the idea is that as I'm lifting and lowering, my bottom waistline is staying off of the mat. 4 and 5. You got it. 6, 7. Keeping the work in the outer hips and glutes. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. So everything remains the same. The only difference is now my top leg is going to pulse forward and pulse backwards. So inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Core is really strong. 4 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Perfect. I'm going to bring my leg in front, turn the thigh out and circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really long with the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Bring it all the way down. Lie on your back. Okay, so now placing my right ankle on top of my left knee, first giving myself just a little stretch. Just breathing, stretching, and connecting. Good, relaxing the shoulders, stretching through the outer hip and buttock on that left side, right side, whatever side. 2 more breaths here. Good, and last big breath. Okay, so we're going to bring that down. You ready? Now we're going to rock over to your left. So my foot is going to touch the floor. Inhale. Now to return, I'm activating pelvic floor and core, and I'm returning myself back to center. Tipping over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Return back to center. And every time the return initiates with the pelvis while I'm getting this fantastic hip stretch. Yes. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Return. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And return. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And return. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to take those feet, keep them as wide as we can on the mat. And then now rock your thighs in. So I'm dipping my left knee down. Returning my left knee back up, dipping my right knee down. As I'm doing that, my hips are definitely moving over, but really the intention is to get a little hip stretch and the hip release on this internal angle versus the external. 2 more. One more each side. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to come on up. That was really good. You're going to take your strap and you're going to place it back right where it was. Now we're going to go into like our push-up position. But the idea is that you're going to be down on your knees. You're going to send those elbows back, but you are pressing out against the consistency of the strap. So this pressing out works your whole shoulder girdle. Sometimes when we're doing push-ups, we're just bending and straightening. We're not creating that lateral space. So this strap really reminds us to stay wide, really wide, not with our arms, but with our shoulders. So imagine pulling the strap wide, not just with your arms, but with your shoulder blades, right? So your shoulder blades pressed wide. Can you feel that? That's a little bit different, right? And then you're going to plant your palms down, knees down, keep those shoulder blades wide, and then bend and press 1. It's a little bit different, right? Bend, press 2. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press 3. Keep those shoulders and upper arms wide. 4. Careful not to hunch in. 5. Pelvic floor and core working hard here. 6. We're going to do 4 more. 7 and 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Ooh, press, reach. Wasn't that different, right? Could you feel the consistency that you needed to have? That's pretty great. Okay, so now we're going to take the strap into our palm. Into our thumbs like this, yeah? And then it's going to be down on the mat. Perfect. And I'm going to just keep the width across. Inhale, exhale, keep those thumbs in a little bit closer to the palms, and you're just going to plank back here. So I want those thumbs staying put. You're working the connection of the inner arm, working the thumbs here. We're just planking. I know this seems like, why are we doing this? Don't bend those thumbs. Just pull them into the center of your palm. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Good. Bring that down. Whew. Rotator cuffs. Telling you, these little straps, you know, whether they're tied together or it's a loop, it's amazing. Can you feel how all that worked, that shoulder girdle? That was phenomenal. Okay, so now I'd like to go back to just the basic. Arms are in this position. Yes, and we're going to pull wide. That's all we're going to do. Pull wide. 10, 9, 8. You got it. 7, 6, 5. Man, the fatigue. 4, 3. The struggle is real. 2 and 1. Now bend and press up. 1. Keep it wide. 2, 3. Gosh. 4. It's always so surprising. 5. Not all the way to the ceiling. Notice my elbows are staying bent. 7. I'm just going to my cheekbone down to my jaw. 8, 9. Keep consistent. 10. Oh. Wow. Okay. I swear it's the little things. Isn't it amazing? It truly is the little things. Okay. So let's stretch out that shoulder, shall we? Find yourself in a seated, comfortable position. I'm going to actually not sit the way I'm sitting. I'm going to sit in this comfortable cross-legged position. Open your arms out. Take your right arm over your left. Weave and stretch. So I'm reaching my forearms forward. I'm reaching my elbows forward. And I'm taking my spine backwards a little bit and kind of bowing down with my head into the space that my arms have made kind of down to my heart. Feeling the tension from the base of my skull all the way down to my shoulder blades just melt away. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Good, and bring that down. Rest a moment. Close your eyes or keep your gaze soft and just kind of tune your attention inwards, breathing into your body, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Okay, change the cross of your legs. Open your arms. Now we're going to take left arm over right. This is eagle arms in yoga. It's such a valuable position. I use it all the time in my classes. Reaching the elbows, forearms, and kind of pinky side of your hands forward as you send your chest cavity backwards. Breathing in and breathing out. Bowing your head down if you'd like to do that. 3 more breaths here. 2 more breaths. Last big breath. Excellent. And come all the way to your stomachs. So we're going to, you have options. If you've got your magic circle, you're going to go ahead and use your magic circle. If you have your ball, go ahead and grab your ball. Otherwise, you can just use your hands on the floor. That is perfectly fine. I'm going to use my magic circle. I'll demonstrate on both, but when I'm doing the exercise, I'm going to use my magic circle. So shoulder flexibility is kind of what we've been working on, shoulder flexibility and strength. So as you're pressing down into the magic circle, your hands are on either side of the pad, okay? So as my hands press down on either side of the pad onto the magic circle, I feel my forehead float up proportionate to the amount I'm pressing down. So I really want to feel this relativity. So as I'm pressing down with my arms, I'm floating my chest up, and then I come back down. I lighten up on the pressing of my palms, and I let my forehead come down. If that range of motion is too intense, too big for you, try your ball. You can press down on the ball. The only bummer with the ball is that it's much more narrow. So if that doesn't work either, just use your hands on the ground. So you inhale, you push your hands onto the ground. You kind of have to slide them to you, but you press your palms into the floor, and then you reach and stretch your arms away. So there's this kind of action happening where you're sliding but pressing down, okay? All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale, pressing down into the palms. Feel the connection all the way into the ring. Zip up through the pelvic floor and core. Open your chest. Keep using pelvic floor and deep abdominals as you bring your upper body up and down. We tend to think that, oh, I don't need my core because I'm working my back. That's exactly when you need to use your core, right? Because those back muscles, left to their own devices, are going to not protect the front of your spine. They will definitely move the back of your spine, but they will not help protect the front of your spine. So you want to close the pelvic floor, lift up through the pelvic elevator, pull in your kittens, and then press into that ring as you float your chest up. Inhale, exhale, coming down. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, press down, zip up through the pelvic floor and core, floating up, and bring it down. 2, inhale, exhale, press down, zip up through the pelvic floor, come on up with the chest, and 3, we're just doing 2 more, 4, yes, last one, inhale, and exhale, 5, you got it. Oh man, and come all the way down. I think we really worked our shoulders today. It was really, really good. Press into the palms, tuck the toes under. It was really whole body. We weren't just working core, we just weren't working legs or just working arms. And in the process, we did the whole thing. So go ahead and reach and elongate. Widen your feet just a tiny bit wider. Take your right hand over to the left side of your mat. Reach your tail to the sky. Activate, lift your core, and then change. Plant that right palm. Put the left hand over at that right ankle, twisting around to your right. And return. Big breath in here. Relaxing your head. Yes, I feel awesome. No, I'm not tired anymore. Right? I'm ready to go for my day. Come on down, child's pose. Ooh, nicely done. Come on up and let's roll up one vertebra at a time. 3 swings to finish. That was fantastic. So we're going to stretch up. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And we're done. Excellent. Wishing you a really wonderful day. You literally worked core all the way to your thumbs and all the way down to your tippy toes. Have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy this long weekend. An honor to the veterans on this Veterans Day weekend, and just sending you all so much love. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.